considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Brandon Condrington to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. That was 29, by the way. And he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos, they found their quarterback.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now Nick's on third down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Allen. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Bills first down.
Man, I'm going to put their jersey on.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Short side option here. He's running left. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and they catch him behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Allen on third and short. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bills.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Okay, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Back to the air, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's brought down at the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third down, Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. Completed over the middle. And they get this 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down, Buffalo.
What does this even have to have? Game's not over. Why are you guys giving up?
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up, guys, Kate. They run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
And the Bills' first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's brought down at the 15.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. The 2nd down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Allen setting up to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Prater puts it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Running it again with Dobbins.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. They take the handoff. Now Nix. Now here he goes. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Looking for a target. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Trying again, following the sack. They're trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Hits him on the in route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, it's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's another Broncos first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They run it. Here's R.J. Hunting. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Dobbins trying the right side. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 7, Bills 3.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Cotterington now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Allen looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Allen to throw. Shakir has it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He finds Kincaid. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. That's completed right side. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Nix with it on 1st. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he goes on the bootleg. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos, with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Dobbins. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Here we go with Dobbins. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That's complete to Coleman out left. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40.
It's a gain of
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Again, Allen to the air. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air again, Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A 39-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. So just a one-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Now Prater on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Give to Dobbins to start the third. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Dude, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Broncos first down. First and 10.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. Second down. Nix off the play action. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Has it down close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8.
Broncos 14, Bills 6.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Cotterington now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. It's Allen out of the pistol. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Allen couldn't find a completion on 1st down. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, it's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So Sean McDermott keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen gonna throw again. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. The Broncos are ready to go. And we'll get a look at receiver Marvin Mims. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him running the comeback. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had in the perimeter.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Hits his tight end on the corner route. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. The throw is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Nix. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Codrington now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Cook. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Allen now on 1st down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. An injured player out there after the snap, and the medical staff quickly out to him. And that is Geno Smith that they're headed for. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They put a receiver in motion here left. Allen setting up play action. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Back to the air, Allen. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another, third and long. Shakir sent in motion left. Allen on third down. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And that brings up fourth and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. A give right side to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Nix. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now it's going to be third and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
On third down, here's Nix. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He has it at the 13. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Bills set to take over offensively. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. And not from the pistol to Cook. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter. Quick on the drop here to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Nix to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was brought down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They send a man in motion. Carry here for Dobbins. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They run. Here's Dobbins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Nick's looking to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. This from 28 yards away. Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Setting up to throw. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nothing was going to help him escape that, and he gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to Khalil Shakir. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton taking the field once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Nick's trying to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Left side now, caught by Sutton. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
26-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. Yeah. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Broncos down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos leading by 6. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. They're going to pass it here. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's another Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and tremendous accuracy come to life. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.